Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, if you're preparing for a Power BI interview, this video is for you. Today, I'll be walking you through some of the interview questions which were asked in EXL interview. So, today we'll talk about DAX functions, time intelligence, embedding reports, licensing recommendations, and much more. So, stay till the end. This is going to be super useful. All right, so let's dive in. So, first question is, how do you calculate sales for the last 45 days? So, I have already included the formula for you here. So this is how you can do. What this formula do is it will take today's date and then it will look back for 45 days and then it will sum up the sales. Okay, so this formula is very useful when you want to calculate rolling periods like last 7 days, last 3 months, last 6 months. So that way, if you want to do calculations, then you can use this dates in period formula. So if you do not know it, just note it down. It will be useful for other questions as well. So next question is, how do you remove filters in DAX? So let's say you have a visual that's filtered, but what you want to show is the total sales without applying any filters. Then in that case, you can use this remove filters. So what it will do is it will completely ignore the filters which are applied to the table. So whenever you want to do percentage calculations or you want to calculate totals without including the filter from the slices, then you can use this remove filters. So what it will do is whatever is applied in the slices that won't be affected. Okay. So for that, you will use this remove filters. And next question is, what is the difference between value and distinct? So this is one of the classic DAX question that will confuse a lot of people. So I have a lot of people here. I have seen a lot of people struggle for this question. So just what do we say? Like note down this somewhere and remember it. Okay. So what value will do is it will return unique values. It will include blanks and it will respect the current filter context. So it will return the unique values and it will include the blanks. What distinct will do is it will also return unique value, but it will ignore the blanks. Okay, that is the difference. Just remember it. So next question is, what is the XMLA endpoint? So you may not be familiar to this question, but this is also asked nowadays. So just go through this one. So what the thing is, XML endpoint might sound technical, but it's basically a way to connect Power BI datasets to external tools like SQL Server Management Studio or DAX Studio. So these are like our external tools, but we use this with our Power BI, right? So if you are already Power BI developer, you might be already using these things, SSMS or DAX Studio. DAX Studio we use to optimize, and SQL Server Management Studio you might be already aware. So to connect to these external tools, this is one of the feature. And where it is available in the Power BI Premium Workspace. So whenever there is large data sets or we want to manage refresh or performance tuning, in that cases we use this. So if you're working in enterprise level Power BI projects, if you are showing that kind of experience, then this is must know. Okay. Then next question is, same question. I just explain it better here. So provides programmatic access and it will allow us to do advanced operations like querying, data refresh and management using tools like SSMS and DAX Studio. So where you want to find that you can, if you want to know, you can they just take a snapshot of this in Power BI service, Power BI Premium Workspace. In settings, you can find it. Okay. So this is use cases. It is useful for developers and analysts who need advanced control and automation of Power BI datasets. Okay, just take a snapshot of it. It will be useful. Next, what licensing plan is recommended for 200 users and 50 reports? So if a company has 200 users and needs to share reports with everyone, best option is Power BI Premium per capacity. Okay, why it's best option? Because with this, we will get unlimited sharing and performance speed will be good. And also it is cost effective for larger teams. So if only few people need editing rights, then you can mix Power BI Pro and Premium per user license so that you can save cost. But otherwise, you have to use Power BI Premium per capacity. Okay. So next question is, what are the key differences between Power BI and Tableau? So what will you say for this? This is like a classic question, Power BI versus Tableau debate. Okay, so whoever is working on Power BI, they'll say Power BI is good, and whoever is working on Tableau, they'll say Tableau is good. But for this, diplomatically, you can answer like this: Power BI is cheaper, and it will integrate well with Microsoft tools, and is great for business users. And Tableau is better for advanced visual storytelling, and some say it has a better UI. So end of the day, see, it completely depends on your company's needs and budget. But if you're working in Microsoft ecosystem, then automatically Power BI is a no-brainer because Power BI is Microsoft's own thing. So basically they will use the same thing. So if your ecosystem is Microsoft ecosystem, then Power BI is the answer. Okay. So next question is, how do you estimate the time required for a Power BI report? So estimating Power BI report depends on few things. They are like data complexity. So how much complex data is, like if it's messed up data, then we need time to clean it, right? So it is messed up or not. Data complexity, then KPI and visuals. How many visuals we need? How much development time we need? And feedback and testing, like how clients are giving feedback and how we are going to test it. So for example, if you're working with 4 to 5 Excel data sources, then expect 40 to 60 hours of work. But if you are using some other data source, then it will keep changing. That will completely depend upon the data and the complexity of the data, number of visuals you want to create, and the testing how it's going. Okay, so that's how you can answer. Next, how to embed Power BI reports into applications. So there are two options. Power BI embedded. This is for large applications. Okay, if it's large, then you can use Azure Service and Power BI embedded. And second one is Power BI REST API. So this is used for dynamic embedding with user authentication. Okay, so most companies use Power BI embedded only because to integrate reports into their internal apps or client portals. Okay, so these two options you can say. This also, if you do not know, just take a snapshot. These are like how to embed Power BI reports. You can use Power BI Embedded and Power BI REST API. Okay. For large enterprises, usually most companies, they use Power BI Embedded only. Okay. So next, how to calculate percentage of sales by category. So how do you do it? So this is like percentage of total question. So what is happening here is this all function, it will remove the filters. So the denominator will always stay the same. Because this is the function of all, right? So it will remove all the filters. And so that for all of category, you can calculate the total sales here. And in the numerator, what happens is for each category, whatever is the sales, that total you will get in the numerator. And in the denominator, since you are using all, then it will give the total sales here. So category wise sales by total sales. That way you can calculate the percentage of sales. Okay. So if you do not know about all function, just check it out. It's very important. Then 10th question is, how do you create a slicer for current month? So it's very simple. Just create a calculated column like this. So if month of date equal to month of today and year of date equal to year of today. So what is this? Like month of today means the current month. Okay. And the year of date equal to year of today because current year. So then it is current month. So this is a very simple question. You have to just create a what do we say, like we have to create a calculated column and just check if it's the current month and current year. You can use it, you can do it using today and then just use the thing in your slicer. Okay, it's very simple. And then how to implement version control in Power BI. So if you're working on a team project, then version control is super important. So what you can do is you can use git for .pbx file, means like for Power BI files you can use git. Okay, and then follow some kind of structured naming because we need version numbers, right? So v1.0 or v1.1, version 1, version 2, like that. Okay, and then maintain a change log. So whatever changes you have made, keep a log of it. So that then only you will understand between each version whatever happens. Otherwise, you will go to remaining versions. You will, but you will not understand what happened or what changed between the versions. So maintaining change log is very important. So this will save you from a lot of confusion when multiple people work on the same report. Okay. So that is how you can answer this. Then what are the top 3 Power BI visuals and their use cases? So this you can take any 3 visuals and tell. For here, what I am telling is metrics. It is tabular data. So it is perfect when you want to do any financial reports. And for line chart, yeah, it's good for trend analysis. And for decomposition tree, you can say it's good for root cause analysis. Example, how sales are decreasing or increasing. Those kind of analysis you can do using decomposition tree. So if you are ever unsure which visual to use, just think about the story you want to tell. And based on that, you have to choose. Okay. And that's it, guys. So we covered some of the important Power BI interview questions from DAX functions to licensing, report embedding, and best practices. So if you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Which Power BI topics you had liked next, that also you can comment. And also, I have added some resources in the my channel link bio. So you can go ahead and check here. You can see my top mate link here. So here I have added some useful resources. You can check out, and if you feel it's useful, you can take from it. Okay, so thanks for watching. See you in the next video.